What's going on, everybody? It's Richard Cover here, the Blue Collar Nerd. The holiday season is upon us, and you know what that means. It's time to write your letters to St. Service Titan. Now, I'm kind of greedy. I'm always hassling that Jolly Titan year-round. Give me this, give me that, gimme. So I tried to be a little bit easy on him this year. I'm only limiting my list to 5 items. So here's 5 things that I would like under my tree from the Jolly Titan this holiday season. Number 5, I would like a built-in streamlined process for deposits. Collecting deposits in the field with ServiceTitan. This is one of those things that goes into my whole mantra of ServiceTitan needs to be impossible to use wrong as often as possible. Can you collect deposits in the field as it currently is? Yes. Can you do it wrong? Definitely. So I would like to see something really integrated into the system. There's a specific deposit button, you can't miss it. It says the word deposit or down payment on it. And then there's some workflow for the office that's gonna automatically move the money over when they book the next job. None of this weird collecting money on $0 invoices and then moving that payment later and making sure it's just too much. It's confusing, it's easy to mess up. Number 4, I would like to be able to hard tie specific job types to a recurring service. What I mean by that is, right now, let's say you have a maintenance plan and it comes with 2 visits per year. My experience is in HVAC, so that's the example I'm going to use, but it doesn't matter. So we've got a maintenance plan with a heating maintenance and a cooling maintenance, right? So I've got job types, heating maintenance job type, cooling maintenance job type. But you have to book those job types through the recurring service, or else it does not use up the recurring service that's on the account. But I never ever have any reason to book a cooling maintenance or a heating maintenance without using a recurring service. That's the only use case where I use that job type. And so it's another case of a mistake that's possible to make that we can take away. Let me say that this job type is tied to a recurring service, and if there's no recurring service, don't let them book this. And if there is a recurring service, it should spend it when you book this one. That way it doesn't matter where you book the job, you can book it from the call booking screen if you want to, if that's what's going to be more convenient in the situation, and everything's fine, everybody's happy, the service gets used up like it's supposed to get used. Number 3, I'd like to see totally revamped forms. Now I brought this up in my last release notes video. Forms in ServiceTitan haven't changed much since the conception of the software, and it's time for an update. First and foremost, I want a lot more features within the building of forms. If-then statements are a must. I need to be able to say that if answer to this is yes, then populate these questions. For example, if is there a furnace equals yes, then populate all these furnace related questions. Otherwise, don't bother my technician with them. Just clutters up the form, makes it more clunky, makes it harder to understand for both the technician and the client. I also want the ability to do arithmetic within the form, calculations, formulas. I'd like to be able to trigger alerts based on answers to specific questions. Right now you can get form alerts, but it's just, was the form filled out? If yes, alert. I want to be able to tie alerts to specific fields on the form. For example, if do we need to come back to this house equals yes, then trigger an alert, otherwise don't. I'd also like to be able to apply tags to either the customer or the location based on answers to specific questions within forms. For example, let's say you have a question that says, does this client have a dog? And if the answer is yes, then we can put a tag that says, bring dog treats to this house. For example, I'd also like the ability to have fields within forms permanently affect the location data or the client data. For example, if my form has a filter size field, I should be able to apply that to the actual location page. And then that field should be pre-populated going forward until somebody changes it. There's a ton of stuff I'd love to see forms do. I mean, I could talk about this for way too long, so I'm gonna stop here. But if you're interested in seeing what I think a good form software is, check out Jotform. I use that for a few things, and Jotform is really powerful. All right, number 4, I would love to see an estimate template builder in ServiceTitan. I would love to be able to create templates for estimates so that technicians don't have to recreate them every time. So I can make packages, good, better, best, that they just tap one time and it populates those packages just the way I want. Now, don't you dare leave me a comment or send me a message saying you can already do this. No, you can't. I refuse to acknowledge this monstrosity as a legitimate feature. Clearly, this was put in as an April Fool's joke and they forgot to take it out. Why else would it be this way? Where to make estimate templates, you have to book a job in your live account and actually build out the packages that you want, and then close out that job, messing up your live data, putting a job in there that's not real, and you have to do that for every single package that you want to make separate jobs in your live account And then you gotta go in the mobile side and you gotta build them out, and then you gotta make it a real closed job that's gonna be on your account. And then if that wasn't enough, that wasn't tedious enough for you, the items that you put in those packages don't update when you change them in the price book. They're static, so it can be as simple as fixing a typo. Finally, you built all your packages out, but whoopsie daisies, darn autocorrect put ass factor in your description instead of capacitor, so you go back in the price book and change it, but that doesn't change it in any of your templates. You gotta rebuild them, start over. That goes for price too. If you change the price, if you change anything, it doesn't change. So, you know, everybody gets to make their own choices. My solution to this problem is to just not use it. But it's a real shame because I have no doubt that if I did use it, my average ticket would go up. Pre-made packages built exactly the way I want them built, really easy for the technician to add, easier than making their own package. Of course, it would definitely have an impact on my average ticket, but I would want to make so many and it's so bad. Please, Saint ServiceTitan, please give me an estimate builder. I know I talk trash sometimes. I know I'm arguably doing it right now, but please, I've been good. And the last item, the #1 thing on my wish list this year, and this may surprise you. This may surprise you that I would pick this. Duplicate button, baby! Duplicate button, duplicate button. I want a duplicate button in the price book for everybody. Don't gate up behind Price Book Pro. Make it for everyone. We need it really bad. The duplicate button. You guys know that movie? Duplicate button. Duplicate button. Duplicate button. Make it for everyone. Duplicate button. Don't gate up behind Price Book Pro. Please, the duplicate button. What's it gonna take, for the love of God? Duplicate button. Duplicate button. I'd like the duplicate button in the price book, please, for everybody. Hey, thank you so much for coming and watching me make a fool out of myself. I really appreciate it. Now, I want to know what's on your wish list for ServiceTitan this year. And I'm actually going to be having a contest. I'm going to be picking 5 winners out to win a full-size Google Home. Now, to qualify to win, real easy, just need you to click a couple buttons. #1, you've got to be subscribed to this channel, which if you're not subscribed yet, I mean, what are you doing? Get your life together. New year, new you. Just click that subscribe button. If it's red, you haven't clicked it yet, click it. It should be gray. Like my soul. Next, you have to like both Blue Collar Nerd and Blue Collar Profits on Facebook, and I'll have links to both those pages down below. Blue Collar Profits, if you didn't know already, by the way, is a team that I'm a part of, and we help people with their ServiceTitan issues. So subscribe and like Blue Collar Profits and Blue Collar Nerd. Once you've done that, just go to the comment section down below here on YouTube and let me know something off of your ServiceTitan wish list this year. Could be anything at all. Again, thank you so much for checking out the video, and I'll see you guys for the December release notes. Peace.